Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to tell you guys all of the things that people forget to tell you when you have a TWA with 4C hair. And baby, this is interesting. So there are 5 things that people forget to tell you when it comes to TWA and 4C hair. Those things are maintenance, curls, your satin bonnet, your growth and length, and then also the awkward stage. And I say all of these things because of the fact that they just don't talk about them for real, or they skip over it, or they tell you one thing and in reality it's something totally different. And here is the real about it. So with maintenance, I have seen time after time after time again of people saying, oh well, when you have a TWA it's low maintenance and you don't have to do a lot to your hair and it's just amazing and all that stuff. And yeah, it does seem like that when your hair is really short. It really is. But when your hair starts growing out, or if your hair is really not that short, then it's quite a bit of work, especially for 4C hair, because you already have to put forth a lot of work to maintain 4C hair and to keep 4C hair up and keep it moisturized, all those good things. And then you add on your hair is short, so your hair you have to do quite a bit more to your hair anyway because it's so short. You have to actually put forth effort to curl your hair up because 4C hair doesn't just naturally curl up. Well, some may, but I haven't had an experience where 4C hair just actually curls up. Shrink up? Yes. Curl up? No. My hair has never just curled up at all unless it was water on there. But when that water starts to dry, it ain't nothing but an afro or a frizzy mess. Like, that's just it. So with 4C hair, you have to actually put forth work to maintain your curls and maintain, to maintain frizziness and all that stuff. So no, it's not less work. It might not be more work, but it's about the same work that you would have if you had longer hair. Like, I feel like when I had long hair and now that I have short hair, like, it's pretty much the same amount of time that I have to put forth to do my hair and to make sure my hair looks nice, because the time that I would be spending trying to detangle my longer hair is the time that I'm now using to curl up my hair. So it's really the same thing, like it balances it out. So no, it doesn't take less time at all. It's pretty much the same amount of time. And I just hate that people continue to say, oh well, it's low maintenance, it doesn't take a lot, I just love it because it's so quick. It's not quick, especially if you have 4C hair. Now if you have other texture hair where your hair just naturally curls up and stuff like that, then yeah, it may not take you as long as at all because you don't have to do a lot to do your hair or to get your hair to curl up. But if you have 4C hair, all our hair does is shrink up. It doesn't curl. So now we have to worry about that. And those 2 things, curls and maintenance, are like the main 2 things that I can't stand that people leave out. Like, you still have to curl up your hair, or you still have to do things to your hair to make sure that it looks nice and it looks, very pretty, and just makes you feel like you sexy and popping. Okay, and then the next thing is length and growth. Well, those are one thing, but whatever, length and growth. So with the length and growth situation, a lot of people, they tend to say, oh well, my hair isn't growing, or it takes such a long time for my hair to grow back when my hair is short and all this stuff. Like, yeah, duh. It's going to take a long time for your hair to grow back to whatever length it was, or whatever length you're trying to achieve, whether that's just shoulder or armpit or whatever. It's going to take a minute for it to get there with 4C hair, because like I said, our hair shrinks up. So our hair, first of all, is longer than what we think it is because it shrinks up instead of curls up, or it doesn't have anything to basically stretch it out all the time. Like, it's not in a stretched state all the time because we don't have, this is just not our texture hair. Like, it just doesn't do that. So 4C hair shrinks up. Then when you cut your hair really short, of course it's going to take a long time to grow. It's not that it's not growing, it's that it's growing at the same rate that it was growing before, but because your hair is shorter, it's going to take time for it to get back to a longer length. Anyway, it didn't just stop growing mysteriously because your hair is shorter. Like, that doesn't even make sense. So yeah, I get tired of hearing all these, well, I regret cutting my hair because it's just not growing no more, and all this stuff. Like, no, duh. Like, that's all I can say is duh. So yeah, like, please don't think that your hair is gonna grow up. Like, yeah, your hair will start, it seems like it does hit this little growth spurt out all of a sudden out of nowhere when you cut your hair. But don't think for a second, unless you just got some miracle hair, that your hair is going to grow back within the month, or you're going to see inches every single month, because it only grows what, 6 inches within a year. So why would you think that just going to grow an inch or 2 inches in a month? Like, no, that's not going to happen. So please, please, please don't let these people fool you into thinking that your hair just stops growing when it's short, because it doesn't. Like, we've seen this all the time where people go from really short, almost bald heads to very long, beautiful waist lengths natural hair. So it's possible. Like, it's growing, your hair is going to grow. There's no miracle to that, or no just special stuff that they're using. It's just naturally letting it grow in patience. The next thing is satin bonnets. Now, I very rarely hear people who have TWAs say that they tie their hair up. And I'm not saying that they don't. I just haven't heard it or seen it encouraged. Like, when they do their nighttime routine, it's mostly moisturizing and all that stuff, but it's not really making sure you have your satin cap or your pillowcase and going to bed. Like, you have to, absolutely have to tie your hair up just like you would do if you had long hair. The same way you are so attached to your long, beautiful, natural hair is the same way you need to be attached to your short, beautiful, curly, natural hair. Like, you have to love it just the same, because your hair will not retain any length, once again, if you're not tying your hair up. If you're just going to sleep because it's short and you can just get up in the morning and, you know, refresh your curls, not like, no, don't do that, because your cotton sheets and pillowcases and all that stuff will dry out your hair, it will rip out your hair, it will break off your hair, and then you will never be seeing any growth at all. And then you're really gonna be like, well, my hair not growing. And it will be true, because you're not tying your hair up and showing it all of the love and care that you should, as you would if your hair was long. So please, 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 if you have a TWA, tie your hair up every night, or make sure you have a satin pillowcase. Like, I don't even tie my hair up every night, but if I'm not gonna tie up my hair, I grab my pillow with the satin pillowcase on it and sleep on that, instead of just laying on any pillow on my bed. Okay, and then the last thing is the not TWA, but the awkward stage. So when your hair grows out of the TWA, then it moves on to the awkward stage. And the awkward stage is where your hair isn't as short as it was to do the styles that you would do with short hair, and it's not long enough to do the styles that you could do with long hair. So you're just in between. And the thing is with awkward stage is that a lot of beauty or natural hair gurus and people that I've seen, or influencers that I've seen, they tend to do protective styling when it gets to the awkward stage, instead of actually enjoying the awkward stage, because that's really where you can do a lot. You can start doing a lot to your hair, in my opinion. Now, I don't have anything against you doing protective styling if you don't want to deal with it, because it is a lot. Like, it is, like I said, you can't do stuff that you can do with long hair. You can't do stuff that you can do with short hair. So now you got to figure it out. But just figure it out, because I've done a lot of really, really, really nice hairstyles with awkward stage hair, and people didn't really know that my hair was like at that awkward stage. Like, even though I was insecure about it, because awkward stage really do make you feel like awkward, like you really feel that way because you don't know what to do with your hair. But I tried out so many things, and I have gotten so many compliments on hairstyles for the awkward stage. Instead of just doing protective styles, I would just actually style my hair, and so many compliments. Now, yes, I did wear braids and twists and wigs and stuff like that, and like I said, I don't have nothing against you doing that, but I just feel like people should stop doing this negative misconception about the awkward stage, like, oh, well, you're just not gonna know what to do with your hair anymore, because it's so not true. Like, if you just really take the time and effort like you have been doing to do your hair when it was short, or to do your hair when it was longer, whatever, if you just put that time, you know, to do your hair and effort to do your hair, then you will be fine. The awkward stage will feel like nothing to you, like it just doesn't exist. I don't even think it exists. I just think your hair is just at a point where you got to do something new, just like you have to do something new when your hair gets longer. Like, your hair is always going to be at a different stage. So awkward stage just really doesn't exist to me, for me, but whatever. Alright ladies, so that's all for this video. Comment down below what are some of the things that you wish you would have known about TWAs before you big chopped. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. No one can take you